Well, good morning from Reno, Nevada. We're going to spend the day talking about video-based practice. And I am, as Andrew mentioned, I'm the founder of Rehearsal, and excited to be here and kick the morning off and tell you a little bit about what we've got in store for you. First, I mean, I know we've all been probably overdone with COVID statistics, so I'm not going to talk about that. Less classroom time, less manager ride-alongs, more digital learning. We all know that. But I wanted to share some other interesting statistics that you're going to find probably helpful, insightful, and certainly many of these align with the whole idea and concept of video-based practice and coaching. First, some quick metrics. Millennials are our largest portion of the labor force as of 2016, followed by the Gen Xers. Yeah, I'm a Gen Xer. I know we've got a couple other Gen Xers presenting today. And then followed by Boomers at 41 million. But what a lot of people don't know is that we're losing 10,000 Boomers a day to retirement. And with that, we're losing that lifetime of knowledge and experience that is going away. So what can we do as L&D professionals to capture that knowledge and make sure that we can share that with the younger folks? And I think video-based practice can do that, can help do that. 87% of millennials claim that professional development and career growth is very important. 40% of employees with poor job training leave, and 68% of employees claim that training and development is the most important company policy. So we've got a lot of millennials that are passionate about their career. Training is important, and if they don't get it, they're going to leave. Good things to know, and important for us as L&D professionals to address those challenges. So this is one of my favorite sayings, and is all about practice. And that's from Arnold Palmer. It's a funny thing, the more I practice, the luckier I get. And I think we all know that, right? We all know practice is important. Doesn't matter if you're an athlete, musician, dancer, comedian, nobody becomes great without practice. And that same rule applies to sales reps, managers, customer service people. Nobody becomes great without practice. And this particular image, I think, solidifies that more than anything else, right? And this is Captain Sullenberger, and I think the anniversary was just a few days ago. But you think about this. He spent a lot of time in the simulator preparing for this very instance. And when it happened, he was able to perform with just minutes to figure this out and land that plane safely on the Hudson. That's what we want from all of our employees. We want them to have practiced and worked and developed their selling and communication skills so that when that challenge comes up, they're able to address it articulately and in the way we want them to. And it's just second nature. And that idea of simulation and practice is what Rehearsal is all about. There's lots of data. This is one of our key books here internally at Rehearsal that we've given many of our clients. And this was written by the late Anders Ericsson, and he wrote this book. We've all heard about Malcolm Gladwell's Outliers and the 10,000 hours. You'll hear that during the day. That 10,000 hours came from Anders Ericsson's research and study. He didn't totally agree with Malcolm Gladwell's simplifying that, hey, 10,000 hours of hockey or 10,000 hours of piano is going to make you great. It's a lot more than that. And that's the whole concept of deliberate practice. And we've tried to weave in those principles into the Rehearsal platform. But it's a great read if you want to learn a little bit more on what it takes to become an expert and the science behind that. Excellent book. So I know we've got lots of folks on the webinar today. Some are probably rehearsal users, many are not. And they're like, what is this video-based practice thing? So I'm going to start basic, and then as the day progresses, we're going to talk a lot about theory and practical uses of video-based practice. We're going to give you a demo. We're going to teach, show you a little bit about our roadmap. But let's start at the basics so we can kind of level set and everybody understands what this concept is about. So Rehearsal is an asynchronous video-based practice and training platform, and we do three things really well. We allow people to practice their soft skills in a safe, non-stressful place. They don't have to get up and role play in front of a room of people and get stressed out and shut down. This gives them a safe, private place to practice and develop their communication skills. We allow them to receive coaching, and that can be from a mentor or from a new AI feature, and share their best practices. So the best of the best can go and be shared with peers, and everyone can learn from everyone else. How does it work? Really simple. Trainers, admins create a scenario. This can be shown and displayed on any device. So Rehearsal works on mobile, iPads, laptops, desktops, whatever device you have. If it's got a camera, you're good. But they review a scenario, they play, and they see what that prompt is. When they're ready, they turn on their webcam and they practice responding to that scenario. And they can practice as many times as they'd like. When they think they've nailed it, they then submit that to their manager. And that's what we have here, who's able to give them video-based feedback on what they did right and what they can do better. Or another option is our new AI feature. And they can run their response through AI. And I won't steal Jeff's thunder on what that is, but we're very excited about this part of our product that's new and exciting. And then the last piece, if the manager determines, yes, this is a great submission, they can take that response and they can share that with everyone in the organization or everyone in that group on the leaderboard. So practice, coach, collaborate. Those are kind of the three principles of Rehearsal. Our use cases, I think the most obvious and intuitive, and if you look at our customer base, I think it's 65% of our customers use it for sales training, sales enablement purposes, help salespeople work on their selling and communication skills. But there are a lot of other applications and uses for video-based practice. I won't go through each of these, but our CS team, once we get a customer, we try and uncover their needs. We understand what they want to do. We listen to what their training challenges are. And then we can kind of fit and help them with best practices for each of these types of use cases. We have a nice library of, I think, 15 to 20 different use cases, different companies who have used it in these different ways, from presentation skills to leadership development. We can take you through how others have done that and really help you develop the best programs for your training needs. But lots of applications well beyond just sales training. So the AI coaching is really the most exciting development we've had in quite a long time. And this new feature is in beta. Jeff Curlis, our Chief Revenue Officer, is going to get into detail. But one of the challenges, if you have a large organization and you have hundreds, thousands, or sometimes for some of our customers, tens of thousands of learners going through scenarios, you can imagine the burden that that's going to be. You need to have coaches that are going to review and coach these responses. And that can be, sometimes impossible for organizations to have that many coaches. Our AI feature allows us to reduce that mentor burden and run some of these scenarios through AI. And that will look at things like eye contact, facial expressions, tone. We can look for filler words. We can look for keywords. all sorts of interesting things. And then that report is then generated for the learner. And that's very exciting. Jeff Curlis, again, will be getting into the specifics of that. So let's talk about our agenda for the day. After I wrap up here, we've got Jeff Curlis is going to present the Chart Topper Award to one of our customers and tell you a little bit about the success that they have had. After that, we have Daryl Cross. So Daryl Cross is a expert in sales enablement. He is a published author. I've got his book here, which is fantastic, Cultivating Excellence. And I've seen his presentation, really focuses on simulation, and I think you're really going to enjoy it. Very well done. And Jeff is in charge. He's the Sales Enablement Performance Expert at AWS Sales and Leadership Academy. So we're excited to have Daryl. At 8:30, and these are Pacific time, we have Don Schmidt, who is a longtime friend and supporter of Rehearsal. He is a sales leader and has scaled many sales teams at different companies. Don presented at ATD Sell a couple years ago before COVID shut everything down. And he was the highest rated speaker during the day. And I think you're going to really enjoy what Don talks about relating to selling training programs to the sales leadership. At 9, we've got a video with Brian Neal. So Brian Neal is the founder of Blind Zebra, which is a successful sales consulting company. He has the longest running podcast focused on sales called Advanced Selling. And a pretty cool fact about Brian, and it aligns with his name. You will see Brian on the field on Super Bowl Sunday. Brian is also an NFL referee. So keep an eye out for Brian on Sunday. That'll be exciting. We've then got Jeff Curlis, who's going to do a detailed demo of what Rehearsal is and how does it work. There aren't many people who know more about video-based practice than Jeff. He's been with me nearly from the beginning and has over 15 years of L&D experience. So you won't find another individual who's more passionate about this topic. He's also one heck of a karaoke singer. I can tell you that. 10 o'clock, we have Katie Petty, who has her master's degree in instructional design and has been doing this for nearly 15 years. She is one of our oldest Rehearsal customers and has probably rolled out more scenarios than any other person on the planet. So she has real and practical insight into how to roll out programs that I think you'll all find very useful. And she will be doing a fireside chat with Andrew Heilman. He's in charge of customer success. I don't know how it's going to be a fireside chat, so that's very exciting. He's in the office with me. We don't have a fireplace. We'll see what happens. So we're going to take a quick break and do some training activities. The game agency has just fantastic games that really engage users and learners. It's legitimately fun to do. And I can't say that about too many things, but it's absolutely super powerful learning. We have the Jeopardy game, we have Wheel of Fortune. I don't know what we're going to be doing, but I think you all will enjoy the Training Arcade, a company that has just absolutely nailed gamification. 11 o'clock, we've got scaling video-based practice. Again, Andrew will come back in and he will share various best practices that he learned. He and his team all day, every day, work with our customers. He has tons of experience on how to incorporate and scale video-based practice into your organization. So I think you're going to get a lot of value out of that. And then we'll wrap up with Ask the Experts. And I'm excited about this. We've got a couple folks who have scheduled some one-on-one time with Jeff and I. Hey, who wouldn't trust someone who sits in a wood chair on a fire, right? Makes perfect sense. But we're excited to go one-on-one with folks. If you haven't scheduled a time, I think Kristen or Stephanie can send out a link, and we're happy to talk about things one-on-one with you. So with that, everyone, I want to turn it back over to Mark, and I appreciate everyone's time. It's going to be a great day.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Darik. And with that in mind, we're going to bring Jeff to the screen. Hey, Jeff, how's it going, bud?
Great, Mark. Thank you.
All right, we're going to give you the floor here because you have an award to present.
I do. I want to start by first saying Darik's photo game of me was impressive. Darik, I have no idea where those pictures came from, but
Thank you, Jeff.
But I will find out, and somebody's going down.
Wait a minute.
That's all I can say.
Jeff, we can't let you off that easy. What is your karaoke song that you usually sing? What's your go-to?
There is only one go-to song that I can even try to pull off in a karaoke setting, Mark, and it makes me a little nervous to bring it up in this audience, but I will.
Yes.
Because I've worked on it long and hard to get to this point, and it is Young MC's Bust a Move. That's right. Yeah, it is.
I can't cue it up that fast. Otherwise,
no, I would never do that. Even if you did, you would see me go on mute and off video quicker than you can count. But it's not just that. It is the other video, or the other picture of me sitting in a chair on a fire, representing what Rehearsal calls is the hot seat. So we have a hot seat function that puts an individual into a real life situation where they have to perform. I thought it would be funny to put a chair on a fire and sit there and call it the hot seat, and Darik has now reused that. So anyway, somebody is going to take responsibility for these images.
Well, talking about the hot seat, we've got someone ready to sit on the hot seat for you right now. Take it away, Jeff.
That's it. You got it. Well, I'm glad to be here. Nice to talk to everyone. And as Darik mentioned, I'll be scattered throughout today, so you'll see me probably multiple times. Excited to talk to you about Rehearsal and all it has to offer. But most importantly, what I wanted to talk about right now is the award. This year, Rehearsal is giving out its first ever award, the Rehearsal Chart Topper Award. And what we have done is analyzed our customers that have used Rehearsal. And over the years, again, Rehearsal's been around for 6+ years. We've had hundreds of different companies go through and use the platform, hundreds of thousands of users on the platform, millions of responses in the platform. And so this year we wanted to take a look at our customers and determine who was the most active with the platform in 2021. It was a tight battle. We looked at 6 customers of ours for the last year that have had thousands of responses over the year of 2021 from all kinds of different folks working on different skills. At the end of the day, the number one in terms of activity in the platform was our customer Paychex. Paychex had over 12,000 activities completed in the Rehearsal platform in 1 year across all of their sales team working through different skills. That's a great accomplishment. We're super excited to present the award to Paychex today for the Rehearsal Chart Topper Award for 2021. And here to accept that award on behalf of Paychex is Ed Giggie. Ed is the Senior Manager of Sales Training. And Ed, again, I want to first just start off by saying congratulations. What an accomplishment to get that many activities in the platform completed in 1 year. And secondly, just thank you so much for the partnership that Paychex has provided over the years. Congratulations.
Thanks, Jeff. And I also want to say thanks to Rehearsal. I gladly accept this, and quite honest, I'm honored to accept this on behalf of Paychex and the Paychex Learning and Development Center. Rehearsal has been an absolutely outstanding partner to us and has really helped us bring our sales training to the next level, increase the practice that our reps do on a day-to-day basis while in training, and really upskill them and get them ready to rock and roll as soon as possible. So thank you so very much. I appreciate it.
Of course, Ed, and please send our best to the rest of the team. We'll be sending you an award that you can hopefully put somewhere that everyone can be recognized for it, but really appreciate the learning and development community at Paychex and all that you have done. Thanks so much.